Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, I want to ask y'all something real quick. Oh, that kicked off of my RC Cola. Hey, yo, have y'all seen them Family Guy uh cutscenes come to life?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Hey, yo, shout out to the song in there, you know what I'm saying? Because that boy's from Oakland. You know what I mean?
I think the funniest one that I saw was a Christian Cage one. Like Lois had accidentally like shot her dad. She's like, "Oh no!" And then I go to Christian Cage, have
Yeah.
some, bro, like funniest shit ever.
I see some horrible ones, but yo, the song is definitely a guy from Oakland. So shout out to Young and So Sleaze. This is what's sponsoring this podcast, this post show, this podcast post show,
This post podcast.
this post podcast. Yo, that's why the word lit is an alliteration. You know what I mean?
No,
Yo,
I just Googled, not Google. I just searched on Twitter all the edits, and some of these are out of pocket. The O.J. Simpson one is crazy.
yo.
Yeah, they really are. Honestly, this shit need to die like next week.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
TikTok. This is why they're going to ban TikTok, man. This is what we do with with technology. You see,
Yeah, we definitely getting banned on TikTok with all this shit.
see, Cujo makes good edits. You know what I'm saying? Not when we have to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just dope shit.
Yeah, I've been making many movies.
But
And
you got
I had to force this man to put his tags and stuff on it because y'all niggas like to steal.
Yeah, I do gotta do that.
I'm like, hey man, where your tag at? Be like a editing grandfather, like, hey, hey, where's your tag?
Gotta put my watermark in the corner, something like that.
Dog, man, you on the gang now. You know what I'm saying? Anybody take your shit, just be like, yo, he took my shit.
Man.
Then I'm just gonna yell at niggas.
Yeah, that typically works. I'm like, bro, that's my shit. Give
Bro,
it back.
I love getting ignorant on Twitter and yelling at people.
It's fun.
I love to argue.
You want to know when I'm really feeling chaotic? Is when I want to argue on Facebook.
Oh yeah, because he'll talk back to you all day.
Yeah.
All day. All day.
Yeah. All day.
Oh, they got time over there.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing but old people and singles.
Yeah, old people and incels.
That too.
Like that nigga Myron. It was beef. I don't even know you niggas in this beef. But listen, gentlemen and ladies, people without jobs, people with jobs, Lions, Ravens, Atlanta Falcons, Houston Texans, Marshawn Lynch's, all the people out there. We are here with our post show. We are on time, kinda.
Sort of.
You know, we here. You know what I mean? We said we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Graham is building Teslas for the youth, and Ben is being dad of the year
to his twin kids.
Yeah, man. Ben Cannon. Ben Cannon is doing Ben Cannon things. You know what I mean? But they have let me be the A mic, which is a horrible thing to do. But hey, you're welcome. I am me. He is I, the big op, big jizzle. I'm here with Gresh. Cujo's in the building. Who's responsible for this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of volunteered to do some graphic design work, and it ended up leading to this somehow. So that's what happens when you take incentive, you know?
Yeah.
Hey man. So I got my liquor. I ain't gotta go to work tomorrow, nigga. We chilling, you know what I'm saying? Got my, you know what I mean? Got my liquor and my you know what I mean, and my strictly for the culture mug, you know what I mean? And we gonna be chilling up in here. Talking about this NXT deadline show. You know what I mean? You see it. Deadline with a 1, you know what I'm saying? When you put a 1 in the name, that's how you know it's gonna be great. All right.
We the ones.
You know what I'm saying? A red one too, you know what I'm saying? Red one. You know what I mean? Cujo came, you know what I'm saying, prepared for the red one.
Yeah, I'm in the red room.
You know what I'm saying? On pyro. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You have to test and you passed. Right?
I ain't saying nothing, man.
So before we hop into this fucking breakdown of the breakdowns, because shout out to HBK, you know what I mean? Bill Belichick move, you know what I'm saying? Big coaching move, you know what I mean? Way to put a game plan together and whatnot. But I'm gonna ask y'all, what did y'all think? Like, if you had to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to Jaida Parker, what would you rate this NXT deadline show? The last the last PLE of the year.
I give it a solid 8.5.
Yeah. Probably give it like I would give it a 7.5 or an 8. It was cool. It was all right. It was, yeah.
I was definitely in the range of both of us, like 8.5. You know what I mean? Like, it was the ladies carried the show for sure. Shout out to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? It was ladies' night on the first week of December.
Yeah, they absolutely killed it in the main event. That was really thrilling, and it was really cool to see that the crowd was coming back to life after the NXT title match. So
yeah, man, we started there.
I was about to say the crowd was kind of ass throughout the entire night.
Yeah, Gresh was he was like, "Yo, is the crowd kind of like, like
kind of dead, or am I tripping? Because sometimes I'll be tripping. Like I'd be like, maybe my hearing is going out.
It was
don't know.
inconsistent, I would say. Like, out of anything, it was really inconsistent because, like, some points it was like dead quiet, and it's like, okay, I'm starting to notice it a little bit. And then, like, you have the good matches or the big spots, and then that's when they really start to show out a little bit.
Man, that was definitely waiting for the big spots to happen. Like, you definitely heard them get up, like, in the let's just go in order, man, because we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna be efficient, all right? It's gonna be the Golden State Warriors offense tonight with this one.
Yep.
All right.
The men's Iron Survivor.
Men's Iron Survivor. That's how we started it, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I love my man. Like, listen, like, it started out with Wesley and the young goat, the youngest of goats, baby goat, you know what I mean, Javon Evans. And it just seemed like this match was all over the place. And I knew they was doing their best and shit. And we kind of knew what was gonna happen. Like, who was gonna, you know what I mean? Like, especially after, like, I didn't think they were gonna start with both of them. But I don't know, man.
I think the precedent was set last year to where it's like there was no way they could top last year's men's Iron Survivor Challenge. So it was kind of like you either going to match it or like be right there in the middle. And it was kind of in the middle for the most part, but it wasn't a bad like iteration of the match, but it's just like it was like some spots was like all over the place, or not even all over the place. More so, it was like some things just felt like some of them didn't know what was going on, if that makes sense. So
yeah, it was just a lot of stuff going on. Like, the thing is that they didn't let anything like slow them down though. Like, if something kind of like didn't go their way, they was like, all right, man, we're just gonna fucking run into just like get right to the thing that we were supposed to do. And
yeah, I kind of had like the thought of like this match is a little bit sloppy, but I think it added a little bit because it was like, okay, like kind of like I like when wrestling isn't always so pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like we're just giving it our all, and it's not always gonna stick. So I really do agree with them being able to pick up like after like a little wonky spot or whatever. But comparing it to last year's match, yeah, like feel like maybe even the crowd had something to do with it too. Whereas like these guys are giving it their all, but they're not really reacting, you know, as much as they could be or as much as they were when Trick Williams, you know, won last year, and even when Braun Breaker was in his position too, you know, just spearing everybody.
we got absolute murderer running around, just murdering people. He just runs into a trick knee, so like that's pretty. Like, it definitely picked up like my MVP of the match. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Yo, Ethan Page is hilarious. All right.
That's true. I'll give him that.
He's top. He gave you everything that you needed. That you needed in a match like that, because that's what you're supposed to do with this shit. I ain't going in that cage, nigga. Fuck you.
Like, you see that big, he didn't want to say it like this, but you see that big black nigga in the cage? No. No. You're not. I'm about to die. And,
so you want to put me in a cage with a Black Panther, like a literal Black Panther.
I don't know if anybody caught it on the mic, but he said, "Yeah, bring him to me." I'm like, what the fuck?
Nah, he really the ruler.
Like, hey, yo, Oba. Yo, there was a reason why. Yo, that's what I said. Yo, Khalil, he knew. Yo, there was a reason why. Like when we did the pod, you know what I'm saying, if you can listen to the pod, you know what I'm saying, listen to, you know what I'm saying, it's on Spotify, everywhere, you know what I mean, whatever you listen to. Shout out to the people that had us in they end of the year wrap up listening to us and shit. You know, man, we love y'all and we love everybody. But as soon as we said that shit, it was like, yo, Oba Femi's in this match.
Yes, all of our picks are changing.
There's like a universal like cheat code. We're like, yo, like across the board, if Oba Femi is in this match, it's a wrap for everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is like, that's our last minute cheat code. It was like, yep, mm-hmm. And as soon as I text that, everybody say, yep. I'm like, it's a wrap.
It was Oba Femi's in this match, nigga. Like, we reserve the right to change it. Like, that shit was. And then as soon as the fucking little music hit and the green lights, and everybody was just looking like, oh, man, like nigga, like you gonna bring in Goro, the nigga with 4 arms, nigga.
The final battle.
Yo, I'm bringing in the dude that you're not gonna beat.
Imagine being Nathan Frazer in this situation, though. Like literally, like putting his whole body on the, like, I ain't never seen Nathan down bad like that and looked so messy in my life, but he was really going through it. And then Oba Femi just comes out and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and brother was bleeding, bad ribs and everything. I'm like, God damn, man.
Yeah, he was bleeding. I was like, yo, why is he bleeding? Who did that to him? He gonna blame it on the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because it was.
It's like one of those spots
with niggas.
Like when someone goes to a table and their face ends up bleeding somehow.
He on some Joey Mercury shit.
With the ladder. Oof.
Oh man, shout out to Joey Mercury, man. Man, that's got to be some sick shit. Like, look at this nigga, bro. He pinned 2 niggas at once. Like, do you know? Like, do you know how deflating that'd be? Like, this is the first match of the night, and this nigga was just added 48 minutes ago. This nigga was added like the Kendrick drop, nigga. Like, yo, we dropping Oba Femi, nigga. Like, how do you drop Oba? Yo, shout out to Ava. She might be the GM of the year, because Adam Pearce would be running around like a hoe, and then nigga, I'll just be like, yo, I ain't Adam Pearce, and then Ava's really doing work, so she might be GM of the year.
And she was like, yeah, everybody in this Iron Survivor Challenge squabble up.
Yeah, I would say every competitor was kind of like an MVP of their own, you know, because they all brought something different. Ethan with the comedy spots, Oba Femi with like the beastly, you know, like powerhouse moves, and then even the high flyers, you know, they had a really good segment where it was really just them 3 going at it, and it reminded me of like early like 205 Live stuff, you know, X Division kind of stuff, and it was really cool to see.
Ultimate X shit. Like, I think the shit really picked up once Javon got out of the cage the first time. He just flipped over the shit and then ran both of them niggas and then landed on his feet. I was like, all right, now it's about to go on. That's when the crowd was. That's when the crowd was like, holy shit! Then here come Ethan Page being fucking hilarious. So I'm like, all right, yeah, we're gonna be good money.
For sure.
We're good money. And then here comes fucking Colossus. Like fucking Thanos. Like NXT Thanos comes out. You just got to be sick to your stomach, and especially the way it ended, where you pin two. Like, do you realize how nasty you got to be to pin two niggas at the buzzer? Because he was gonna kick out. Like, shout out to Javon. Like Javon, like he was definitely one of the MVPs too. Like he was holding it down. Like it was a good match. But like he hit that nigga, and then like he was trying to pin him. Like I can't even pin this nigga because I'm just running around just trying to slam niggas. So
yeah, good match overall.
Yeah, it picked up definitely after the when Javon got out of the fucking penalty box and then just flipped on the niggas and then landed on his feet. But after that, it was my favorite match of the night, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Came back, you know what I'm saying? So we played Monster Reborn on the Yams, you feel me? You know what I mean? And I said on Twitter or X, man, I don't conform to Elon, you know what I'm saying? Elon can't whoop me.
Twitter.
It's still Twitter to me.
Yeah, it's still Twitter to me, man. Elon can't whoop me. He's still running away from Mark Zuckerberg. I know Mark Zuckerberg can't whoop me. So neither one of y'all niggas could whoop me. So I'm calling it Twitter. Like, the best MMA style match in WWE history. Better than all them Lions Den matches. Like, better than all them NXT Underground matches with Dabba-Kato and shit. And when fucking Ronda Rousey was like, let me get up out of here and let me get choked up. This was the best MMA style match that we have ever in WWE wrestling history, because I ain't seen all the other ones. You're not gonna be yelling at us. You know what I mean? Why I have to call y'all niggas bitch ass niggas? Jaida Parker, man. You know what I mean?
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker versus Lola Vice.
Dos, tres.
That was. This is top. First of all, this was. Let me put on my wrestling hat. All right. This is one of the best feuds of the summer. Since the summer.
They've been low key cooking promo wise.
It's in general, nigga. Like, they've been hanging up in there, but like the ending of the match was the best to me, because like she don't go out like a sucker, but she said I ain't going out like no sucker, and she passed out. She didn't tap out, and it was just I knew the brick was coming, so shout out to the brick. 16-5 still, said Jeezy, and didn't let her use it, but it definitely was a good little palate cleanser from the chaos that was the first Iron Survivor match.
Yeah, if you basically it had the task of following that match, but I feel like it delivered. And this come from somebody who's not really a fan of the underground matches. Like I can go the rest of my life without watching an underground match, but this one I felt like it lived up to the hype of basically you can still see where things need to be tweaked as far as in-ring skills and all that stuff, because this is development. But as far as like character, the execution of everything, Lola actually selling the arm and like, yo, this girl is fucking my arm up. Like, I have no choice but to pull out a different submission, because she kept going for the chokehold, but that didn't work. So she had to kind of improvise to where the damaged arm wasn't used. Like, all that little stuff that I noticed, I'm like, yo, this is some good shit. So, and they even reintroduced the brick into the match, which didn't get used because it kind of told that story that Jaida made a mistake of relying on the brick again, and it came back to bite her. So overall, it was a good match.
That's right.
Now, wrestling hat off. Yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
Well, I'm gonna put my wrestling hat back on and say that match was it was pretty decent. One only complaint I would have is I felt like the people around the ring or the wrestlers around the ring were kind of like slamming or hitting the mat a little too much. Kind of took away from like enjoying the match a little bit, but I think the ending was really good. The story of them playing into using the brick, Jada's style of like street fighting versus Lola Vice's, MMA acumen and stuff like that. I thought it was a really good combination, and there is still like room for improvement for the both of them. Jaida Parker's just really great on the mic, and she cut a hell of a promo last week. So she's here to stay. I think they should belt her up sometime next year. Lola Vice is cool too. Yeah, pretty good match, I would say.
I think the only reason why the extras was so extra was because the crowd was just extra sleep in the beginning. Yeah. So they was like, all right, wake up. So it's like that's a double-edged sword too about having them out there. Like if it was in Orlando or wherever they take NXT, I think it was Orlando, they would, you already know that crowd would have reacted to the smallest thing. But seeing as they was here, they weren't like to. They was in it. Like I think that adds to my point of like they were in. They had to follow up that Iron Survivor challenge because they had to literally like get this crowd to give a damn, and which was tough in itself because they already didn't give a damn for the most part unless it was a big spot. So that's the reason why they was kind of going extra hard to try to kind of balance it, but it did. I agree with you. They did take away to the point where I'm like, all right, I got to chill the fuck out.
No, but it was I think like Jaida Parker, man, she's up next, dog.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, might may be up now, man. Like, cause you step into the like I'm stepping into your realm. Like you supposed I knew like Lola Vice should win. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to we didn't get 50-50 booking earlier. You know what I'm saying? So like she got to get one, especially in the match that you're supposed to be specializing in. Because Lola Vice, I'm saying like Valerie Loretta ain't no chump, nigga. I seen her in fucking Bellator beat up niggas. So beat up queens that decided to do MMA. I mean, shout out to the ladies who held down deadline tonight. You know what I mean? This is what I was like. All right, they coming to, and Gresh, you was right. I knew she was gonna fucking look for that fucking brick, and then Lola was ready for that shit, and then hooked her into a smooth little anaconda choke, which was why it was the ending of the match because it didn't take that long because I know what I'm doing and.
At least
it was really clean.
At least they didn't break a brick over her face and then kick out.
Again. No, you see how the fucking referee touched her arm, was like, she's out, all right, let her go.
Let her go. Because she probably would have zoned out and just kept going, like, let her go. Stop.
No, that was definitely the plan. But it was also like, yo, you know why I'm out. Let me go. Jada's gonna, they're gonna give her the NXT women, we're gonna get to the other women's match, dog, but Jada's gonna be somewhere in that mix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want these NXT niggas like listen, Hickenbottom. I don't need Hickenbottom and Kidman. I know they're working together as a unit. Kidman got to be there somewhere because Kidman's fingers written all over it. Like I don't want you to not pull the trigger like you didn't do with Bianca when she was in NXT. All right, we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
but
the next match is the tag team match.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This nigga fractured him. Them niggas was compromised. You know what I mean? That was gonna be the whole story of the match. Shout out to Tavion, the blackest name in NXT, and that's a black ass name, dog. And I got my little brother named Tavion. That's why I'm like, yo, nigga, that's a hilarious ass name.
Nigga named Tavion, but look like No Way Jose and Xavier Woods. Crazy.
My nigga like a fucking like all them like, nigga like J Book, nigga. Like J Boog with a Carlito fro. But they won their little battle royal NXT earlier, and it was drama, but you kind of knew they were gonna win, right? Like did you?
I knew they were going to win, but I had a small. That's how good this match was. I had a small little like, oh, they could lose it. because Nathan's already fucked up, and then they had the mishap again. So it's like that's how I feel like that's how good this team is that they have you believing that they're going to lose, but they don't lose. They're not losing. And then Tavion Heights and Myles Borne, who, by the way, for like a split second, he looked like Danny Burch for some reason, and then immediately started looking like Crash Holly.
I don't like Kyle Fletcher, nigga.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher too. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's like he started looking like a whole bunch of people. I'm like, who? Like,
yeah, I thought he looked like Karrion Kross mixed with like Tyson Kidd earlier. Like, I don't even know how I came to that conclusion, but I'm just like, man, you look like somebody.
You look like everybody. It's crazy.
You creative player number 3 face ass nigga. Like you are like on SmackDown versus Raw 2007
type beat.
That nigga be saying "tew" and "do" and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fucking Baltimore, man.
Do
your best accent in the world. That's the best accent in the world, man. That's why I be saying Ben's from Baltimore. You don't like that shit. I'm like, yo, we from Baltimore, right? Like, no, I'm from Virginia. And I'm like, tomato. You know what I mean? I know y'all claim each other, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all be claiming each other. No, this shit was just I like the false finishes. I thought Little Rico was gonna get him one. You know what I mean? I thought they're gonna have all the belts in 2 belts in a trophy, nigga. 2 belts in a trophy, nigga. You're fucking Shador Sanders now. Couldn't get it done. Axiom does it with broken ribs. So they're the greatest tag team ever. You know what I'm saying? Because the flippy nigga, the nigga with 72% of his ribs gone after having a whole ass match. He says, so what other tag team would do anything? No, could never. All right.
Yeah,
really disrespect yourself out here.
I thought the match itself was really, really good, and I feel like if Axiom keeps putting up performances like this, like I don't know if they're ever gonna break him up, because I asked myself earlier, like, where is the ceiling for this, like tension, like are they or are they not going to break up? But every time like they beat each other up in a match, even if it is by accident, like they win. Like that just might be their gimmick. Like we gotta accidentally, quote unquote, like hate each other once in the match, and then that somehow fires us up to win it. But Tavion Heights, man, y'all better invest in them stocks. He was talking. He was talking that whole match.
That excursion to Japan did him wonders.
Yeah, I'm glad they're finally doing something with him, because he was off TV for a little bit right when he came back, but now he's kind of picked things up with the whole NXT tag team division. That's just unlimited squabble right there. So,
man,
bro, you got the blood of Regal running through that team. You know what I mean? I don't like the name though. We got to fix that name.
Speaking of Regal, Charlie Dempsey be walking out there like a whole ass Inspector Gadget cartoon character. The way that man be walking out there and then posing to watch them walk away. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Bro, he look like Cuz from the Bear, like, and then walk around with a trophy.
Bro,
I almost called that nigga Timothy Chalamet, but I think I almost called that nigga Timothy Chalamet. I was like, no, that's the wrong nigga.
I mean, he could go for Timothy if he wanted to. He got the same curly hair. He could be the next Wonka if he wanted to.
Except I'm an absolute murderer, and I can literally tie you into a British pretzel and tie you into fucking Yorkshire pudding in this bitch. So I got this fucking trophy.
Turn your ass into Auntie Anne's.
Yo, shout out to Auntie Anne's, man. They give me free stuff at the job.
Man, every time I go to the mall, them things, that food be good.
Niggas really be eating pretzels and shit. Like they be wrapping pretzels around. Like, you want a mini pretzel glizzy? I'm like,
do I?
Thank you. We got the ones with the pepperoni on them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, every time I go to the airport, it be expensive as shit because it's the airport. But Things be good in the morning.
I was in the airport after WrestleMania, nigga, just getting Whoppers and shit. I'm saying, so I can get on this flight before I got to go home and shit. So let me get this Whopper. Let me get some chicken. I got a 9-hour flight, which is really 6 hours because I'm flying through the Matrix, coming from Philadelphia to fucking California.
Sheesh. Yeah, man. The tag team match was.
So what now?
We got
Who's
next
now?
up.
Who's next?
Next up, we have the NXT.
No. What's next with the NXT tag team division?
Shit. That's the thing. We don't know. Like they haven't really outside of the battle royal. They haven't really been showing us anybody that who's next. I mean, they could try to run back Gallus. Who else is on the tag team division? Gallus. You got them OTM. You got
OTM.
You got who else is on it? It's so many, like not really that many prominent tag teams that I can think of right now, but there's so many ways they can go. But I feel like they're still we probably won't see Nathan Frazer and Axiom drop those titles until
these niggas just be the niggas that won a whole battle royal and the nigga had a match before this.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna drop them titles. Yeah, I don't think they drop them titles.
Yo.
Do y'all know
Obafemi?
Street Profits, help us.
Do y'all know when they do the Dusty Cup, or is that like an annual thing that they still do? Because I don't remember the last time they did the.
The last time they did that was with
I think
Corbin and
won that shit, right?
Wasn't Corbin and Breaker won that one?
Oh yeah.
I feel like they did. So I would say if they haven't done it yet, this would be like the perfect time to bring that back, because I feel like there's only so much you can do with just like weekly like squabbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we've already seen them fight literally everywhere in the arena and in the parking lot. So they need to kind of structure it where it's like, all right, y'all really need to prove that you guys are the best tag teams versus like doing battle royals or like gimmick matches. You know, like we need real solid tag team matches, you know, to really showcase these talents. And I would say the next team up, I think they're leaning towards like OTM, but yeah, these other teams are not really so much like memorable, and I feel like they just need a little bit more work on how they're being presented. Yeah, I would say that's the next direction for the tag division.
Hey, you know what it's time for? Motor City Machine Guns time. Them niggas just lost some belts. You know what I'm saying? You think you're really good? Fraxium.
I mean, they did initiate that transfer portal, kind of similar to college football. So it's like basically between Raw, SmackDown, NXT. So they could.
My best friend runs everything now, nigga. Yo, let me get Motor City Machine Guns for a little bit. All right, nigga. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's the on-screen explanation now. Cause I think they mentioned that during the men's gauntlet when they was trying to Iron Survivor, when they was trying to figure out who was going to be the replacement. They're like, oh, it could be somebody from Raw, SmackDown during this transfer portal, because the transfer portal is open, so it's open until I guess when Raw goes on Netflix. That's when it's going to close. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they could do the same thing with the tag team.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. That's just wishful thinking, but
Femi, can you please get over here and pin two niggas at the same time?
Again, and just hit these titles. We can't think of nothing else. Just we'll figure out your tag partner eventually. Matter of fact, you can just be a nigga just walk around with two belts. You are the tag team.
Yeah, you know there's a nigga named Moose over there that thinks he's better than you, right? Like if I was you, I wouldn't take that disrespect.
Just go pop him in the back of the head.
I ain't never seen Moose pin two niggas at the same time. And we be kicking it with TNA and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to TNA, you know what I mean? AJ about to get that belt. Sorry, Dolphy Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Dolphy Nick is crazy.
TNA wins again.
Always. But let's get to Trick Williams and fucking Ridge. Like nobody fucking believed in Ridge. I don't believe in Ridge. Ridge is all right. I thought that was the jacket. I thought that was fucking Dijak nigga for a little bit. Well, it was like, yo, man, somebody get the fucking Dijak picture. I'm like, we ain't got a Ridge picture. I'm like, we ain't got a motherfucking Ridge picture, nigga, for what? Where the Ridge picture at? I don't know. Let's put Dijak up there. They ain't gonna tell the difference. I didn't.
Bridge to bridge.
I'm gonna need y'all to tell me how this match went because I was not kidding when I said I didn't watch this.
Well, you know, it was exactly what you expect from a retaining champion retained his belt against a Rich Holland. There was definitely aspects of selling this neck injury that he sustained on the last episode of NXT that comes on the CW. Shout out to All American because you're not on there no more. We got NXT now.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it was just saying like, but you know what I'm saying. Trick showed a little side to himself that I had never seen before. Like I saw methodical, you know what I mean. Oh, okay, you gonna hurt my neck, I'm gonna hurt your neck type Trick shit. He was doing a lot of neck breakers, a lot of variations of neck breakers that I can appreciate. And yeah, man, Ridge is you know what I'm saying. Ridge was Ridge, man. He was just nothing but a speed bump to get to the mountain. Like this nigga's about to run into like like on Looney Tunes where they used to have like we used to paint the fucking when they used to paint the way to the through the fucking tunnel, but it was just a big ass rock. Yeah, he's about to run into that. But it was good for Ridge to retain. I mean, just retain being a loser because he's Ridge Holland, and Trick Williams retained his belt, and then on a collision course with fucking
Obafemi.
God damn, I hate black on black crime, but I'm happy for fucking Trick Willie.
So the way they set this up, they made it seem like the women's winner faces New Year's Evil, but then the men faces later, possibly at Stand and Deliver. I'm like, they're really gonna wait all the way until April?
I mean, if you if you win, you should be able to do whatever you want with your title shot, nigga. Look, I had to fight fucking 5.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just like,
I mean, Obi didn't. You know, I mean, he pinned 2 niggas at once. Yo, he pinned 2 niggas at once. Luckily, one of them niggas was Fraxium. Was one half of Fraxium. He was the Frax part. Frax got pinned along with Wes.
I said at that point he should have pulled a Roman 2021 and just stacked him.
I really thought he was. Like I was like going into that match, I was like, dude, what if we see like Oba just stack him, put his foot on the back or something, double pin.
Yo, if he'd have stood on both of their chests like this.
Just said, yeah. I'm like, all right, bro. You got it.
No, I would have ran through a brick wall, man. Like that would have been amazing. But
give him all the belts.
Just on both the NXT title match was I was like halfway checked in. Just like you, Grish. Probably not as much as you were, but or checked out of the match as you were, but I thought they both had an okay performance. And they're coming up with more creative ways to get like Trick Williams like over, even though he already is over. You know what I mean? Like he has that connection with the crowd. So,
right.
You know, like I don't think they're ever going to like drop this project that they're trying with Trick Williams. You know, making him the next big star. But I would really like to see him lean back into the Trick Mellow gang kind of like antics. You know, where he doesn't fully turn, but he's kind of like more cocky, a little more aggressive in the ring. We saw an example of that when he was going for Rich Holland's neck too. Like neck, I'm not gonna finish that, but
yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna finish what I said, but y'all understand what I mean.
I was like, where are we going with this, my brother?
Yeah, the rope spot was a little bit scary, and I definitely knew it was like planned, but I feel like they just gotta do more than just having him go through situations like that to really elevate him as the champion that I know he can be.
Yeah, I definitely did catch that highlight. I'm like, bro, this Looney Tunes spot.
It's a Looney Tunes match. Okay.
But he's finding a nigga named Ridge.
Yeah, Drew. And they call him Ridge the Fridge. I'm like, okay, that's the
All right, y'all. See, this is why he lost. I'm saying because you niggas be giving him nicknames that he don't deserve.
Oh, I didn't call him that shit. They call him that shit. Shit.
Oh no, I wouldn't blame you for that. You know what I mean?
No, blame Sheamus. He came up with that shit. I didn't come up with that.
Sheamus gives terrible nicknames, dude.
Yes.
First Butch, now Rich the Fridge.
Yeah, so never let Sheamus nickname you because if you do, it would be stupid.
But the Bruiserweight is still on a rampage because of that shit. Like he's just beating up niggas just because he mentions the name Butch.
You just beat up R-Truth for that.
But for no reason. But I love R-Truth, man. He need his fingers, man. He be rapping this shit.
I understood that pun, even though it wasn't a pun.
Yeah. Gifts, burritos, and presents, and bars. Bars, dog. Let's get to the real main event, though. Once again, shout out to HBK, man. Real Steve Kerr coaching job back in 2017 when they had Kevin Durant and he didn't have to do nothing because he's had all the stars on one team. Look at this shit, man. Yo, shout out to Stephanie Vencourt, you know what I mean? Just because gang shit. And definitely the better of the Iron Survivor match. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unanimously. That was those spots and the flow of that match and just all the little intricacies and like even Wren Sinclair being like the pin person, she did such an amazing job gathering or like like trying to get that empathy or like sympathy from the crowd. And when she finally did get that final pinfall, like it obviously didn't win the match for her, but like that pop that she got or the reaction that she got, I'm like, man, this whole match everybody's just killing it. And like I'm gonna just let y'all go ahead because I cannot praise this match enough.
Oh yeah, they definitely went crazy. Everybody, I feel like like we said with the men's Iron Survivor, the women here, everybody played their part to a T. Even Wren, because I know a lot of people was kind of dismissing her being the one to get in this match, but then it's like that just proves that they trust her to actually hang in there with these top guys. So Ruca continues to evolve and find ways to like blow your mind, even though it's like we've seen her utilize some of the moves that she did in her chase for the Women's North American Championship, but to get this opportunity to do it here, and then obviously Giulia being the smooth enigma that she is was just exceptional, and then Stephanie being on demon time from bell to bell is crazy good. And then you had Zaria Delta, for those who don't know who Zaria is. She continues to be that brute force that you just love to see. So yeah, every moment mattered in this match that I actually enjoyed. And yeah, this was definitely the worthy main event.
Yeah. Let's get this out the way. All right, the NXT Women's Division is the best women's division in the world. All right, let's get this out the way. Now,
yeah.
I mean, so when you add Kevin Durant, and then you add a young Chris Paul, right? And then, then you throw that into the mix. We have your young players like Shy, and you have Steph over there, and then you like, this was such a display for the women's division in NXT, especially when there was a nigga over there talking about he got the best niggas in wrestling. But then lets his women do a promo every Dynamite, but then be like, oh, but we got this on Rampage I didn't watch because Texas was playing fucking Georgia today. Like it's like just like HBK knows how to book the women folk, and this match was just you can tell that you can also tell that they watched the men's Iron Survivor match. It was like, okay. Let's talk a little bit more before we do this shit.
Yeah.
Because like you talking about the flow, like Cujo talked about the flow, like that shit flow like a, you know what I mean? Like it just went like it just flowed so smooth. And fucking like I see him like shout out to Giulia for trying to tap out two niggas at the same time, you know what I mean? Because he was like, yo, Obi about to pin two niggas, I'm tapping out two niggas at the same motherfucking time. I wanted that.
Yeah, I thought the multi-women spots in this match were really good, and I know that's something that people really look forward to in multi-person matches. And I think with the men's Survivor challenge, they didn't really hit the nail on the head with every single, multi-person or multi-man spot, but the women absolutely killed it tonight. And like you said, every minute mattered, every second mattered. And it just felt like a really smooth game of chess where everybody was like at the right spot at the right time, doing the right things, gathering the right reactions. Like damn near a perfect match outside of like a few things maybe.
Yeah.
And I can't even really think of said things. Um, Everybody was the MVP in this match, and
For real.
so Ruca, man, like definitely cannot give her enough praise because she just absolutely kills it every time. When she hit that Sasuke special,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet that said like Triple H is like crying backstage because he found himself like a female, Osprey, and I want to go as far as saying that personally, but man, she's just so damn special. Everybody in this match is just really, really special. Zaria just going in there, dropping motherfuckers on the head and shit. Like, wow, just incredible. And Stephanie and Giulia, you know, what
Yeah.
can I say? What can I
I
say,
don't
man?
I'm just waiting for them. Listen, I don't want you guys to throw Zaria and Piper together and have them fight each other everywhere right now. But if you want to wait till like around my birthday, you know what I mean? Or like SummerSlam, like if you wanted to do that, that would be awesome. I would
Yeah,
take
man.
that. Like
Listen,
so Ruka is so dope that she don't even know how dope she is yet.
yeah, that's great. Because Zaria is definitely Triple H's type of wrestler that he wants to build a brand around. She's basically another Rhea Ripley to him. I'm pretty sure he's like he probably peeping around the corner every time she in that ring,
He's just waiting to snatch her up from HBK
like
as we
I'm
speak.
waiting.
Hey yo, blood. Hey yo. You got Giulia and Stephanie over there, blood. Let me just get Zaria real quick.
Yeah,
You know
like
let me just come on, blood. Come on, man. Listen, I'm seeing the Street Profits right now. You know you need them. I'm saying your tag team just won with a nigga that just had a match and then he ain't got no ribs. And they still beat y'all.
You just literally had the team lose to a nigga who, if he shake his body, you're gonna hear because his ribs are just scattered. That's literally all you're gonna hear. He's coughing up ribs right now. He lost, and they still lost. We need the Street Profits,
We need the street. Please.
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 But yeah, congratulations to Giulia on winning this one.
Of course, she snuck that in there. Like, and shout out to the Wren Diption. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I said Wren Sinclair. You know what I'm saying, the best name in the match. You feel me? Because Wren with a W was just hilarious to me. I don't know why, but it makes me fucking laugh. And I was like, you know what? And then especially the way it started, man, when she was just fucking just like everybody was just like she was in the penalty box, nigga, like Happy Gilmore, nigga. And that shit was crazy. And then for her just to get out and then get that fucking get that pin, you know what I'm saying, to tie everything up, I was like, yeah, nigga, let's go, nigga.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised by Giulia winning because I initially had Stephanie as my pick, but yeah, Roxanne, I'm sorry. Giulia taking that belt. You can go to Raw or SmackDown or whatever, they about to move to Netflix in 3 hours anyway. So
Bro, they got
I'm
two
really
new belts over
sorry, but like it's Julia's time, and then that's just eventually gonna lead to Stephanie versus Giulia Mania weekend, I'm assuming. And that match is gonna be really, really good too. So definitely looking forward to the future of um, the women's division in NXT, and they definitely need to be main eventing like every single pay-per-view moving forward. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts.
I want to put this back up here, man. Shout out to Cyclops is better than Wolverine. Yo, bro had DDP ribs. Yo, DDP had, yo, I ain't never seen a nigga with tape on his ribs more than DDP in WCW.
Yeah.
Yo, what are you doing? Like, your ribs ain't even good outside of the ring, nigga. Like, why do you have tape around your ribs right now? Diamond.
Jesus.
Bro, got the Matt Jackson ribs.
Yo, bro, this nigga. Yo, coughing all kind of blood, you know what I mean?
It's a forever broken back, man. You ain't fixing none of that.
Bro, he got early 1998 Ken Shamrock ribs. Like, yo, but why you always bleeding out the mouth when somebody touch you in your stomach?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But boy must have had weak bones. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. You know, shout out to look at that. 51 minutes. Yo, we are the most efficient. This big three right here, you know what I'm saying? This is the crash unit. The crash unit has come in, you know what I mean?
Team Rocket.
You know what I mean? Team Rocket, you know what I mean? Meow, that's right.
If y'all want a whole hour of this, we got to get Graham to stop building houses, and you got to snatch Ben away from his kids.
Yo, man, tell Graham to stop being building stuff, and then tell Ben to stop being a good dad, which he would never do. All right, Chance the Rapper could never. All right.
Yeah, damn Teslas and children. Shit.
These niggas being responsible human beings
on a Saturday night.
That's what we're here for, y'all.
Yeah, we got Crash Course.
Oh, man.
Just a conglomerate.
Man.
Y'all talking about.
So.
Yo, Crash 3, you know what I'm saying? Here you are. Thank you guys for embarking on this post show that I've ever done by myself. I appreciate you guys for guiding me through this. We are all a team. And thank you everybody for that decided to watch. And yeah, man. We love y'all.
Yep.
I am me, Big Op Jizzle. That's me everywhere. And follow the page, you know what I'm saying? But like, man, you know who we are. You know where to follow. Just do it.
I mean, if you know, you know.
If you don't, you know what I'm saying, ask your friend because they know. So everybody know.
Support the Patreon.
Yeah, man. Support the Patreon, man. Maybe I'll start doing stuff on there again, man. You know, man, rent and shit. So, you know.
Maybe I'll do some wild shit. Just do Gresh's Corner and just talk about old wrestling matches. I don't know.
Man, this nigga Gresh had a whole other me, man. I don't know if I could do this by myself. Nigga didn't even ask me to come on the show, man. He ain't had me on the show yet. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm just waiting. You know,
we're going to bring you on Tuesday.
Yo, if you want to talk about some old wrestling shit, nigga.
I'm going to bring you on Tuesday. 100 episodes. So, yeah, I'm definitely bringing you on Tuesday.
Hey, man. You heard it here first, man, on the post show.
All I got to do is I'm just gonna put the invite in the group in the text, and just whoever clicks it. There you go. Because we're just gonna be spending. We're going on early anyway, so
I'm at the email. I'm at the email it to myself. So I'm gonna click the thing, email it to myself, and just email it, and just send it to the email on here. Then when I get it off of here, I'm gonna have to put some stars so I can remember. Like, okay, I gotta click that, and then go to that, and then I'll make a new tab. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I joined today's stream. Literally, I'm like, I gotta mail or DM myself the code because y'all sent it to my phone, but I'm on my computer, so I'm like, gotta do this and gotta do that just to get on the stream. But we here, we live.
Hey, man, that's how you got, man. Listen, you gotta make it work. I am not good at technology. I just be like, you know what I'm saying. Once I figure out one thing works, I just keep doing that.
But yeah. We appreciate y'all rocking with us.
Cujo.
See y'all next week.
Yeah,
Cujo.
peace out.
Throw your shit in there, Cujo.
Yeah. Let me plug real quick. Y'all can follow me on Instagram for more edits and graphic design stuff at Cujo's.catalog on Instagram. And y'all can follow me at Cujo Kev on Twitter, where I am more active as I have a nice little audience over there. So, got some cool shit coming up from me and from the enemies. So, stay tuned.
Stay locked in, stay dangerous, or whatever Graham says.
Stay locked in, stay tuned in, stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My hair touched my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I be wearing glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I be rapping.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then
blood.
like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, time.
Nah, I mean.
Hey yo, and you know what I'm saying, putting on my CJ hat. If you guys start stealing Cujo shit, and then he has to release me like Cujo on you, I will do it. He is gang now. Like, listen, he is gang. All right, and then if he's like, yo, they stole my shit, I will call you all kind of
Yep.
names in different variations. So don't
Mm-hmm.
do it. We are family, and
Don't be stealing out here, y'all. If y'all don't got to, you know.
It's not that hard to reach out. If you want to collab, that's fine. But like,
I don't
send
get
a
keep.
check,
I don't get
nigga.
keep.
Just send a check if you want to talk to us, nigga. We are not playing with y'all, and we love y'all, and we out of here, man. Like, yo, have a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Stay tuned in, stay locked in, stay dangerous.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we rock. Wrestling rocks. Stop being weird.
Go get laid.
Go outside. Go get